Hello, welcome to Wednesday Night Warhound. How is everybody? I hope you're all fine and dandy wherever you may be across the world and the universe in general. What an entrance. Thank you. Yeah, I'm experimenting again with some other music choices. Now, even with last time where I was experimenting with the copyright-free music, I still got a copyright challenge come up, but it's like not a serious one. When they come up, it's basically like someone goes, "Hey, hold on a sec," but then when you look into it more, it says it's fine. Don't worry. So yeah, this will go on for this particular one, or free to view for you to listen to copyrighted, non-copyright music is an hour. So I've set an alarm. So just make sure I can restart it or find something else. Anyway, I think this is pretty actually cool. Actually, I'm liking this so far. The drama is intense. It is engaging, and this is the day before Adepticon. So what are you all working on? What kind of fist are you working on, Luke, this evening? Good. Right. Yeah. So anyway, without further ado, as I drink my beverage of choice, Warstein. I really like this anyway. So from where we left off on Saturday night, we had the bases done on 4 Warhounds. These are the first 2 done, which I was going for, obviously, Leisure Audax. I think you can tell from the colorations. So I got the majority of it done yesterday. Obviously, there's still more to do, like the knights and the bases need to be done as well, obviously. So that's what I'll be doing, as well as touching up other bits and pieces, because I know I've missed a few bits, like that bit there. I've got to touch that up as well, and other detailing on there as well. So as a comparison, I brought the rest of them in. So we have this one. Now, obviously, this has been finished and has been varnished, etc., etc. And straight off the bat, I've noticed with that one, it's slightly different. And there's another one, which is also slightly different. I just realised I painted the hatches on these. And it seems to be a repeated scheme. So I'm going to have to do these little hatches as well. This one here, as I was saying when I posted these up on certain social media platforms. Hey, Heretic Wargaming, welcome to the stream. We have background thematical music to go with these guys. How are you, and what are you up to tonight, hobby-wise? Are you building, painting, coming up with concepts, plannings, you know, the usual sort of stuff? Building a wall. Oh yeah, building a warhound myself at the moment. Are we talking big or little? All of them are legitimate. All of them are groovy. But as I was yapping. So out of all the Warhounds, so this was the first one that I decided to go with, just glued in, because I have, I think about six or eight of these guys which are magnetized. Not a problem. So obviously, so I can swap in with the Ursus claws if need be, or whatever. So I've got 6 Ursus claws for definite. I know I've got 6. And so I thought, well, those ones can be mucked around, and the rest of them I'll just basically just do a lock in, and you know, so plasmas for these ones. So the other one I've done, which was also a lock in, is also plasma. Vulcans are just too good not to have, so that's why Vulcan. But with these ones, I thought I'd go with the turbos, because normally when I filmed these bad boys and bad girls, if I wasn't using Ursus claws, I would always like to have one with plasma, one with turbo laser, because obviously that does all the major damage. That can then target and hopefully hit the targeted and damaged area, which would then hurt. So I'm all about economical shooting. So, and Vulcans, as I said, they are just a handy dandy all rounder to have. It doesn't matter that they're cheaper or anything else. They are just such a useful weapon. And I've killed plenty of Titans with Vulcan bolters. So when you get that, you know, a Titan down to its last hit point, hit it with a Vulcan, you know, because you're going to be doing minimum 7 damage, and obviously if you're at side arc or at the rear arc, which is always nice, you're going to have either a base of 8 or 9 to each hit of 5+. Obviously, if you're at like, you know, range, 6s, you're hitting, but you also get an extra shot or extra hit, in fact. So that's always handy when trying to kill things, because you never know what you're going to roll with the damage dice. So very useful weapon. As I said, it is one of the best weapons in the game. Full stop. Shield stripping alone is definitely worth it. It's more than worth its points, to be fair. But also as a finishing weapon, it's very handy. Especially like, well, this was actually on a Reaver at the Big Walk last year, and I had to get 1 hit point taken off a Warhound on its leg. So I targeted it with a Vulcan Mega Bolter from my Reaver, Reptorus, and rolled 5 6s. Yeah, so it died. More than enough. But anyway, as you can see, same scheme, years apart as well, and it still comes up the same. So it's such a straightforward scheme. A lot of people get sort of like with these and like Legio Solaria in particular, when you see the pictures, you think, well, how the hell am I going to do that? And as I said, this scheme I did and put it out into the wild within 5 minutes of the Warhammer community dropping the posts before the Defensive Riser first book like advert was coming out, which was at the Legio Walks event. So it was February 14th, 2020. So before, a couple of weeks beforehand, they'd done the community posts on like the like I think it was like obviously the January, because it was always the last Thursday of the month was Adeptus Titanicus, and they had the artwork for that, and literally I saw that post and I thought, I know how to do that, and I posted up literally within 5 minutes a video of how to do it, which is just it's just so easy. It's scary, and it looks like the books, and that's what I've always aimed for, is to have that, you know, so they look the same. So obviously on my channel there is my how-to video posted up. Yeah, just straightforward black. Although, interject, what I like to do with these is actually, once I've got the primer and the lead belcher base coat done, I'll then go over it with Liberated Gold and then fill in with the black, because it's a lot quicker to do it that way than to do the trim separately. Yes, I might have to. I do have to touch up the trim after I do the old stippling, obviously. But it's quicker still doing that. A touch up is a lot quicker than doing the whole thing. So that was how I found to do these a lot quicker and a lot easier, and filling in the things a lot. You know, you can handle it a lot more. You're not going to necessarily lose. Turn it down a little bit. You're not going to lose control, which is also important. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy with how they are. I've just got to obviously do the eyes. So let's put these over to one side. How is everyone's week so far? And that's another important thing. Until they get your fists, yeah. Strangely enough, I actually thought about that earlier on. A warhound with fists. I just thought, no. Just reminds you of those little videos you see where they have birds and they draw on arms. I thought, no. That's just silly, I tell you. That's just a little bit out there. I'll do. Right, so we'll do these. These are the servitor hatches. Yeah. So straight into them. I'm not planning on staying up until the wee small hours to see the Adepticon Twitch stream. So I'll probably wake up some point in the middle of the night. And if I do, then I might just go onto social media to see what's going on in the world. And see what was announced. I also don't know if there's going to be like a couple of days of announcements, or if they're just going to do it all in one hit on the first day. Because it always takes me back to the old weekenders that I used to attend, like the Horus Heresy Weekender in particular, where you'd had like, you know, a selection of seminars over the weekend, different things, and like normally I would always generally go to the first one, like the meet and greet type one, whatever is there, and then it would be down to whatever was taking my interest. I didn't go to all the seminars. I just went to the ones that I wanted to go to. So if there was anything involving Knights, Titans, Mechanicus, or legions that I was affiliated to, I think last time I did it over 3 days. I can't remember. It was only last year, but I still can't remember. I remember. Well, I remember a couple of streams, but it just like, so this big build up, and they've not mentioned any other days. They've only mentioned this first day, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, so like with the Heresy Weekenders, you did used to get the last seminar of the weekend was where they would reveal something extra special. So you've seen all the new stuff that's inbound, and then they'll have something super duper. Now the only didn't turn up to the last 20. Oh, it might be 2019 last Heresy Weekend. There must have been 2018. There was one I couldn't get the tickets for, but a few of us was gaming. We had a gaming weekend instead up at Warhound World, and I dropped in on the Sunday after we'd finished up at Warhammer World. We swung by the Belfry, and I sort of nipped in and that, and watched. It was Lex versus Andy Hoare, and we were playing Emperor's Children versus Lex's Space Wolves. So there was that, and there was stuff going on. I can't even remember what was released. 2017, I was gaming against Andy, and that was when Magnus was revealed, and like we was in the next room, and like he was like a sudden intake of breath and everything, and like Andy just looked at me and yeah, that'll be Magnus. But yes. Oh, how the years have flown past and changed, and everything is different now. If I wake up tomorrow and there's a War Master, I'm going to be very happy. Well, you never know. There's a lot of speculation going on out there. It's like 10th edition. Like 10th edition, there was Epic's been banded around. Lots of people have been jumping on the Epic bandwagon, which, to be fair, I've said for donkey's years, they probably will do it because they've done everything else, and it's not as if they haven't got certain aspects such as Titans aplenty and aircraft aplenty already. So if it is that, that'll be awesome. There was also somebody saying like Warcry stuff, but yeah. Or the picture they posted up earlier on, which had the Zinch symbol on a book. So it's like, oh. But we've had lots of Zinch stuff. Old Worlds, maybe, if they're going to do some more stuff with Old Worlds or more bits and pieces like that. So it's definitely going to be interesting to find out what they're talking about. Because that's the thing, like I think the Epic pot has been stirred because community has said the word epic in some of the posts that they've put up. So obviously that gets everybody's like, ooh, they've said epic. But Warhammer community are some of the biggest trolls out there. And they'll say something which will then make loads of people go, oh, it's going to be this, it's going to be this, it's going to be this. They just said that word. And then you're ignoring the actual thing that's coming out. But again, and I've said this recently on a live stream, if they're going to get lots of people replying to the posts saying about Epic and all that, because it is a way of marketing as well, to see interest, if there is interest out there. I always remember like Forge World seminars, Tony Cottrell used to basically ask for a show of hands if they were going to make a 28mm warlord who would buy one, and like you get some people that dreaming, but there was a lot of people that were there. And you'd look at them and go, yeah, they probably would. So on an average, people will put their hands up, right? And they do listen. If they know that there's a market for something, they do tend to go where the money is. So who knows? It won't be long now. There's several hours to go until 3 a.m. And maybe we will learn something new and something awesome, which is always nice. We all like the awesome, especially here. Everything is awesome here. But like Luke was saying, if they did bring out a 28mm War Master, that would be something amazing. And I know several people that would be getting them. Luke being one of them. Yeah, well, maybe one day. Titans Owners Club turn up to that would be nice if they ever did something like that, but nothing as of yet. And any future listeners to this, because I know that there are people that actually watch these and listen to these after the live stream. Any of you that do work for Games Workshop and Forge World, I know that we will always be happy to walk our Titans at events and stuff. So just put it out there. Just give us the space, we'll fill it. That was rather dramatic, wasn't it? Yes. So, is everybody up to date with what's happening really? Mandalorian was on today. Ted Lasso, which is one of my personal favourites, which is on Apple TV. Also, you got Picard was on the other day. Picard season 3 is really, really cool. Best season so far. Thank you, Ben. And hello, Judge and Mac. Evening. How are you all? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And you haven't actually been here. We've got background music. The latest innovation in the Forge of Mars technology. So yes, I'm just doing some touching up of these two. These are the first two off of the 4 Warhound project that I started on Saturday. Well, partially finished on Saturday. What are you guys up to? Where have you been, Judge? What you been? You been busy at work or something? Haven't seen you for a while. I know you pop in every now and again, but still, haven't had a proper catch-up session with you, buddy. Good, thanks. Doing the dishes before the boss gets home. Yeah, I know that feeling. So that's one of my chores. Big preview tonight. Waiting for those new weapons to drop. Well, Yeah, what they do was the conversion beamers, wasn't it? They showed the other day. Was it last week, wasn't it? Conversion beamers. So normally the rule of thumb is once community or whoever puts the pictures out in the wild, normally those things turn up anytime within 3 to 4 months. So that's the normal rule of thumb. So anytime between now and July. But then they've also, in the past, like Forge World, they're just like, hey guys, we've got Volkite. Do you want Volkite? Oh, we'll have Volkite. So strange things happen. I'm going to say they're always doing stuff. They're going to say most of the stuff is already like built, and it's just finding release dates, and that's the thing. It's more of a case that they've got to find an appropriate time to release the goodies that they've been building or had in stock. So most things are around for a while before they obviously get out to the stores and online suppliers and all that George jazz. And background music. What's happening with background music? Oh, it's still there. Whew. Yeah, busy nights on the go for me. Hopefully they reveal the lion tonight. That's the thing. Old Valrak's been on about. Well, I think he's covering everything really. Like, oh yeah, this is coming out. This is coming out. This is coming out. This is coming out. I know, like my friends at Maximal Fire, they're sort of speculating that Epic is being sort of mentioned or put out into the wild. But then you've got 10th edition rumours been going around for a few months now. With HH, there's been, I have noticed there has been a lot of sort of moaning about the amount of like vehicles that have been coming out, and it's like, dude, we're getting all the stuff from Forge World released in plastic. These are good days. Enjoying this, but there's always going to be people that are going to be like, oh no, the sky is falling. We don't like this. It's too much. It's scary. But yeah, there are certain things that need to be sort of sorted out. Like assault marines in Mark 6, jetpacks for Mark 6, the usual. But as I said, it's all about planning and when they're going to release these things, because it has always been since ever since the release of Imperial Knights, it has been non-stop. There's been like monthly releases of stuff. So if you go back to 2011, or 20, yeah, 2011, 2012, wasn't it? When Knights came out. ever since they came out, it has been relentless. Before then, it was like the wastelands, which nobody seems to remember. It was really hard to get anything because of the stuff they had going on with Weta and Peter Jackson with the Lord of the Rings. They couldn't, like, show off stuff, and they had to basically batten down the hatches. It was really hard to get any information, and then suddenly, after that sort of was fulfilled, pretty much, it was like, hey, here you go, here's new stuff, here's new stuff, here's new stuff. So we did go for several years of not a lot coming out of anywhere, and I've always been of the opinion that, well, if you tell people what's coming out, it might be 6 months, 8 months, hell, even a year. It then allows people to plan ahead. But whether or not it's a thing now that they don't tell people, so they can get people to buy stuff, and then they go, oh yeah, but we're going to bring this out soon, and then you go, oh no, but I bought all this stuff. I've started this army. It could be quite nefarious in that regard. Rob, first like. Apparently, Forge World 28mm knights are going plastic. Oh, really? Now that'd be cool. Hell yeah, give me plastic murderdillos. Oof, big guns in plastic, big news. Well, it's going to be interesting to find out whatever it is, whatever's happening, Plastic Warhound, yay! The infamous Plastic Thunderhawk. It would be funny though if the Plastic Warhound came out and like everyone's going, oh, Plastic Thunderhawk. It would be so funny. It's funny because it's true. I'm sure, like with conversion beamers, back in the old Rogue Trader days, that conversion beamers would actually transmute whatever hit them into something completely different. like you shoot it and suddenly it turns it. There's a little bunny rabbit. Oh yeah, we converted that volcano cannon shot into a pile of goo. Oh. Hey, MZ, hello. How are you? Thank you for joining. I hope you're all right and you're up to no good. Yeah, sorry. I'm into. I've had equivalent to 3 bottles already of the beer. So I've got 1 more bottle to go through. Not because these are 660 ml, so most are 300 ml or 330. So I've still got half of this to go, and I've got 1 more outside as well. So this is going to be a 6 drinker or a 3 bottler, as I like to say. Right. Okay, those people here. These 2 knights. Defense at riser, doesn't it? So knights. Nice. I suspect the Primaris bird would appear in plastic. Oh, it's not the Orion, is it? That was the Custodes one. Yeah, probably. Yeah, so Knights. Metallica? What? If Knights do go plastic, I'll finally go start a Dark Mechanicum army. That would be quite interesting to see, sir. But that's whether or not they bring out sort of like upgrades to make ordinary Knights into Chaos, like they did with the Chaos Knight kit. Because that had a load of shiz on it and made it a little bit more awesome. And the Chaos Knights do look cooler. You know, those little added extras really do add something to them. Which is always, always good. Let's do it. Yeah, now, if you remember, I don't do Terran. Blue. I know they had Knights, Sephora was there. Yeah. You also want to have something that's a little bit different from red and black. So if anybody's got their book to hand, say book to hand, the Defensive Riser, House Malanax. No, you've got to be loyalist. You can't have. I don't like putting. I have done that once though, which was Lania Scara on the base of. I'm trying to think. Was it a Kratos? Might have been a Kratos. Or it might have been someone else. It was somebody, I don't know who. Oh, sorry, yeah. Oh, Von Herr. Ah. Let's quickly. House Party. House. One hair. That seems odd. That seems very reminiscent of somebody else. Red and yellow. Yeah, House Sidus. They're the orangey. Oh, fuck, copyright. So, House Sidus. Black and orange. Yeah, so I'm going to do House Sidus. Because I know what I can do with that. what's in front of you. Yeah, so I don't normally like putting houses and legios that I possess on the bases. I think I have done it with one Titan though, where I've got a Legio Volcanum on the base of some Titan. I'm sure I have. Right, so I need Skull Crusher Brass. Oh, look what I just found. Skull Crusher Brass. Yeah, I didn't bring Bubba Shaker in with me today. Needs a bit more shaking on that. I wish I did have Bubba Shaker with me. Work, damn you, work. There's a lot of shaking going on. This is the most shakiest episode that I've ever done. I found a pack of 80 Helverines and Morax. Don't remember buying them. Well, that's the thing, you always seem to have stuff. Just turns up when you least expect it. So again, with Knights, the reason why was House Sidus, because I did have somebody ask me, I think it was Warris Taco, their tag was, what I would do to do that sort of scheme, and it was really coming down to just to replicate what I did in a way with my Legio Fortidus. Because of the orange, you go with a base of Skull Crusher Brass for the orange to go onto, because that helps lift the orange. Because if you go like with Griff Charger orange or Fugan orange over Lead Belcher, it comes out more brown, which isn't that great a look. Whereas if you go over gold first and then you add the aforementioned Griff Charger orange, then you get a much better, richer colour. Conversion beamers do more damage the more heavily armoured the target is. They turn massively into you. I thought it was, so that was in the original Road Trader book, was it? Because that's because what they do with grav weapons now, isn't it? Or it used to be. Again, in old Heresy, the bigger you are, so like obviously having a 2+ armour save in Terminators was one thing, but you have to roll your strength if you got hit by a grav weapon. Shaky Shake 2 Jalabias up in here. Dystopian Wars Empire due a new box set soon. Looks like I've joined the right time. Yes, you get the big ships. So good timing on your part. Add them to your collection. I've still got a few ships to build for them. So I've got 2 cruisers, which will be like the Agincourt, Hotspur, or well, it's probably going to be an Agincourt and a Hotspur anyway, because I've already built 1 each because of the organisational side of things with those guys. Where you sort of kind of need to have like 2s as a choice, because you don't get a lot of like slots as such. It's kind of I made sort of a boo-boo there with that, so I need to double up on them, and then I really need to get another sort of cruiser, like frontline support box, so I can do a second Hotspur and another Albion. Grav weapons work differently, as I think overall size is the factor. Conversion beamers turn density to explosive energy. High armor equals bigger boom. Grav uses total weight to crush you. Not much difference rule-wise. Smash the like, Princeps. Thank you, Judge. Happy Adepticon Eve, everybody. This is what we're calling this. This is the Adepticon Eve party. Where we're not at Adepticon and we're just going to have a party. So it's all good. But yes, like, subscribe, press the little bell button so you get notifications, the whole shebang. There you go. I'm doing my my best YouTuber thingy. So that's that one almost done there. Though now I'm actually concerned that I don't have the Griff Charger arranged with me. So I'm going to have a quick look. Adepti party. Adepti party! 'Twas the night before Adepticon. All through the house, not a single thing stirred, not even a cyber mouse. Random? No, that's not good. So I might have to rush back into the house because I definitely don't think that. Swift Charger Orange with me because I haven't used it for a very long time. And also having Fugan Orange as well is a bit handy as a shade. I wish they'd pull a finger out and make a model of Ark and Land. Well, I did one. I made one. And I don't think, as a character, we would actually see that in a Heresy, unfortunately. There's so many characters that they could have done, but they haven't, and they should have, but they didn't. So it is one of those things where we just gotta go out and get stuff. Yeah. Alright. So it's definitely, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to quickly 20-second dash back to the house to grab the essential paints because I wasn't thinking of how Sidos. That's, you know, I wanted to have something, you know, for you guys to sort of join in and say, yeah, let's do that sort of thing, and which you did amazingly. But I let you down because I haven't got the paint with me. So I'm just literally be 20 seconds. So please hang there, chat amongst yourselves. I'll be right back with the essential ingredients that I need to get these painted outside of colours. You crave plastic falchion. You are a dirty hoe bag, and I love you. Right, back in a short moment. Whoop. Record time, no doubt. Right, yeah. So I found a few other options as well. So, but the all-important Warhound orange, Warhound orange. There you go. Fugan orange. But I also picked up Cassandra yellow, or Cassandora. Sorry, Cassandora yellow. Contrast. I didn't even realise I bought this. It hasn't been opened. And well, that's Sigismund clear, so that's gonna be yellow. But yes, excellent. Wonder if we're getting new Terminator. Well, that's I saw somebody was actually speculating on that because of the artwork where they've had the obviously Space Hulk, it's Space Hulk, but with termagants, not cheese stealers. So that's going to be cool. But will they be Primaris Terminators? Oh my god. Primaris Terminators. So we don't know. Somewhere I have far too many recipe for house ciders. You should have asked me then. That's what people do. They ask me because I don't do convoluted paint schemes. I don't know if you noticed that. I don't. I get bored. Hate the way they locked Vash Tor and Azrael into a dopey army set. Yeah, but they'll bring them out separately. It's like what they did with like the Triumphant kits and stuff. They always come out. They'll come out as it is. We're getting epic Battlefleet Gothic and a 20 What Master end of. Plastic Thunderhawk. Don't forget a Plastic Thunderhawk. We are getting whatever we are getting. I'm sort of like, just into that zone now where just, whatever. Whatever it will be, will be. It will turn up at some point. Right, I've just got to find that picture of Sidus. Right, okay. Got that picture of Sidus. Nice. $28mm Emperor. Well, and I have said this, and because in the very first Forge World seminar for the Horus Heresy, I was there, and Tony Cottrell did say, because obviously they brought in the 2012 Games Day when Betrayal came out, they did say that they'll be bringing out all the Primarchs in model kits, which obviously they did, and that they'll bring out, again, this was their thing, that they'll be bringing out Chaos versions of the Primarchs for the traitor ones, which GW did, and that they will, because they're doing all of them, they would also bring out the Emperor. So the Emperor will have stats. And that's verbatim what Tony Cottrell said in that seminar. So all those years ago, 11 years ago, back in the dawn of this hobby of heresy, he went on record and said exactly that. There would be an Emperor model at some stage. And that's made all the more likely as we've got Horus Ascended. So, yeah, why not? I was there the day Tony said, yes, I was. I was actually thinking of a 28mm Emperor Titan, but yeah, Biggie will come. I personally would doubt a 28mm version of an Imperator. We haven't even got an 18 Imperator, so I doubt we get a 28mm one. Sulphur's Peneth. Sulphur's. What are you up to, Diddy? Don't know why I closed that. I need it. We're doing House Sidus at the moment for these dead dudes. Good, we're almost at the end of this first hour. There's my alarm. So I'm going to have to reset this thing. It's only an hour long, so I have to reset it. Because otherwise it might go onto a playlist, it might play a tune that's not copyright free, and then the video gets pulled. But this one's been quite a good one. I like this one. I think I'm going to make this the official soundtrack for the show. So, big thumbs up. Back to the start. Right. Sorry, just get myself organised again because I have to do that sort of stuff. Set the alarm again. This is modern technology at its finest. Nice. I've started another project, Lee. Old World of Nice. I'm actually going to have to drop out already, but have a fantastic evening. And if you manage to stay awake for the stream, so enjoy it for me too. I'm not going to stay up for the stream. You know what I'm going to do in that regards from Twitter. So you thanks for hanging out a little bit, and hope to see you again soon, buddy. And yeah, we'll look forward to discussing what's going to happen tomorrow. So, Teddy buys, dude. Really wonder how many people in the UK and Europe are actually going to get an early night to wake up at 3 to watch the stream. Because didn't they do they did a stream at the LVO, didn't they? And it was like, oh, there's not a lot of awesome stuff there. It was a bit underwhelming, sort of thing. So we will see. We will see. Yeah, I think the last couple of ones I've sort of just blown out, not bothered with, just because I like sleeping. And to be fair, the last week has been it's been a real hard slog where I've been working on my own because the boss has been away. He was away for 4 days. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 5 days he was away. Yeah. Oh, this is the Adepticon Twitch stream from Warhammer. So it's like 3 a.m. in the morning, do you know what I mean? It's really, you know, as a thing, you get up, you watch, like, because they're normally like for an hour, and you've got like Eddie and Adam talking about all this stuff, really excited about everything. And yeah, it's, you're going through, you've got five things they're covering. So if I find a picture, so you've got Warhammer 40k, you've got Age of Sigmar, can't see it because it's not showing. All right. Yeah, so obviously you can see the outlines. Warhammer, Horus Heresy, Underworlds, and Kill Team, and then the book, which has got a certain symbol on it, magical. So yeah, that's happening. But as to what the content of those things are, we have no idea. Up at 5 for work, yeah. So you'll get up at 5, you'll see all the fallout of what's been mentioned. Obviously, I think the front runners at the moment is 10th edition, the Lion. Some people are saying Epic, and yeah, I think that's mostly it, really, from what I've heard anyway. They've just released a teaser for the Lion. Send me a link, Luke. And I'll pop it on my phone. Phil won't be happy. He's never happy. I guess that's what we're going to have turning up then. I'll put it in chat. Hold on. Because I can do that. There you go. I hope it is a big lion. A big, cuddly lion. Yeah, Phil's not going to be happy. But to be fair, they had to do something like this. Was it Gilliman's been out now for several years? You've got 3 traitor Primarchs out. And only 1 loyalist. So you had to turn up at some stage. Well, it's kind of sort of semi-annoying because, like, you know, you've got Russ, who's out and about, walking around in the warp. Korax, who's been running around in the warp. Dawn, who's somewhere. Vulcan, who's somewhere. Can't remember if it was Dawn was it the Necron dude? If it was Dawn who had him. Transinar, whatever his name was. He had Dawn or Vulcan. It's going to be a big one. Rumours are 4 head options and 2 weapon options per arm. Was he like General Grievous? Gulliman. He'll be slightly larger than Gulliman. Like L. Johnson was one of the taller Primarchs.